Hey, it's Kayla, and I'm here today with a ranty review on a comic book series. So I'm here to review the comic series Girls by Jonathan and Joshua Luna. This is a sci-fi series, and yeah, it was kind of a dumpster fire. The premise here is that there is this tiny town, under 100 people, like insanely tiny, and this really horny guy finds this naked woman coming out of the trees when he's driving out of town drunk after like having a big meltdown at the bar because his ex-girlfriend wouldn't talk to him, basically. And so he brings this naked woman into his home and has sex with her, and things go from there. I'm going to be talking about basically all the things in this series. If for whatever reason you want to read this and don't want to be spoiled, don't know why you would. Basically, this is a dumpster fire, sexist as fuck comic series that I do not recommend. So if you want to hear why it's garbage, continue watching. Okay, so basically we find out and even know from the premise that these sexy naked women are aliens. They seduce men. We don't really know if they actually seduce them mentally or anything, but basically men cannot control themselves and must have sex with these naked women. Like, there's no mental controlling going on here, there's no manipulation, it's literally just naked women and the men can't control themselves, so take that with what you will. Once these women seduce the men, they have like a litter of eggs, and the eggs create clones of said naked women. And so these women multiply very fast early on in the series, and essentially there's just this herd of women, naked women, and it turns out that they want to kill all the females in the city, but like leave the men alone. Like they just have sex with the men and then they're there to kill the women. Also, besides killing women, it turns out that they'll also kill gay men who won't have sex with the women, and men who cannot reproduce, they also get killed. So they'll kill basically anyone that won't allow them to reproduce egg clone people. So while this is all going on, there is an under the dome thing that's happening. Basically, there is this dome that surrounds the city, and it's protecting the women, and this thing, their ship, this thing that I'll talk about in a minute, in the center of the dome. The dome is like reflective, so all outsiders, the army, anybody that's trying to help them, cannot see all the shit show that's going on inside. It's reflective, so no one knows what's happening under this small town, under this dome thing. And it's protecting a large sperm thing. Yeah, sperm. So I don't know if it's like a ship or some kind of vessel or the true alien life force, but basically, you know, it's a sperm. It had the original alien in it, landed on Earth, and the women, the alien women who are killing the women and non-reproducing men, they are feeding it to the sperm. The sperm sucks it up, and like the bodies explode inside, and then the sperm gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Like it's feeding off of the women. And the dome is protecting the sperm. So that's like all we really learn. The way it ends is that someone drives their Jeep into the sperm and sets off explosives. So it kind of hurts the sperm thing. And the sperm, I've said sperm so many times, shoots up this big beam into the sky and like shrinks. So I guess it like sent out its like life force or all the souls or whatever the hell it was doing, feeding off the women, into the sky. And so it shriveled down to nothing. And then like that was it. And then the dome like disappeared. But then it ends, like the way the comic series ends, is that it makes you believe that there's another little sperm thing that's about to fall onto another part of Earth. So I guess the point of the story is there's like a male alien race trying to just eradicate all the women on Earth, so that the men are just left with naked alien females or something. I don't fucking know. So the artwork in this series, as I've been like showing panels on here, it's okay. It's average. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It's nothing great. Really, I have nothing else to say about it. So let's talk about the characters. So while this is a dumpster fire of a plot, the characters are way worse. And I'm a more plot-driven person, but my God. So like I said, it opens up with this really horny young man who gets angry because a woman, he believes a woman is hitting on him at his work and she's not, and he just like freaks out on her. But it's okay because he's going through a breakup. But it turns out said breakup, it was like a Ross and Rachel thing, like she just wanted to go on a break for 6 months, but he thought they broke up, and so he's just very angry. It's just ugh. Like the whole small conversation, we find out like that was like a reveal, like, oh, she didn't break up with him, they were on a break. But it's like the way they made it seem like it was her fault. Like he thought they broke up, but she didn't want to break up, but he thought she was like dating other people, but she wasn't. She was just talking to the cops because weird shit was happening. Okay, so like I said, all the other men just cannot fucking control themselves. Like they see these women and they must just have sex with them or relieve themselves because these women are just so beautiful. Mind you, have I mentioned, these women can't talk. Like they're just naked and they can like repeat you like a parrot, but that's it. Like they have no, like their only sense of thought is do me and kill ladies, slash like they kind of eat on it, like they feed off of them too. So all the women in the town, they see this. They see, okay, these men can't control themselves, either because they're pigs or maybe they can't help it. Benefit of the doubt here. And so the women like lock up the men so that they'll stop reproducing these aliens who are trying to kill the women. And the men like freak out and like literally just like freak out at the women and then start to rationalize and think, man, these women suck. You know what? We should just allow the aliens to come in and kill them. So our lives will be so much better if these women were dead and then the alien women wouldn't be trying to kill anybody anymore and we can just like live with the alien women. Like it'd be a perfect paradise. No hint, no nothing as to make you think that the aliens are making them think this at all. Like this is just straight up what the men are thinking and like decide to do. And then the original main character, the horny guy from the beginning, he, I guess, thinks he's falling in love with the original alien because he like has these visions that she's different, she's special, she can understand me, like, she's trying to communicate with me, like there's something bigger going on here, which I was kind of hoping there was. I was like, please God, give me something, throw me a bone. No, he was just, I don't know, hoping. He was just thinking that that was a thing. I don't fucking know. So anyways, just sexist and weird. Like, it'd be different if it was being like self-aware that it was being sexist, and then it would turn around and be like feminist in some kind of way. Like maybe they were rescuing the women of Earth from men are from, you know, a man-dominated Earth to take them somewhere else to a, you know, something like that, or anything. No, it wasn't. It wasn't self-aware. It was just like, it just read like a weird teenage wet dream. Oh, all these girls don't like me. They won't have sex with me. What if naked, sexy female aliens came to Earth, killed all the women of Earth, and then we can just have sex with them and then create more of them for us to have sex with. And they get sacrificed to a giant sperm thing. And then also just, it was just like a shitty comic. Like a bulk of this comic was just large dialogue bubbles. And it was just the men and the women of the town just like arguing with each other. Like the men saying, oh, I won't have sex with them, or I didn't have sex with that alien woman. And the women are like, well, obviously you did, because she hatched eggs and they're reproducing. Like, it was just that back and forth, besides all the stuff I told you. Like, garbage. So anyways, that is my ranty review. I gave this 2 stars on Goodreads because I'm too fucking nice. Like I said, it had the ability to like do something, but it didn't. So that's that. Hope you don't read this. So anyways, in conclusion, don't read this comic. Have a nice day.